It's your boy Trey Nami, and we back with another video. This is gonna be my complete gun collection, all in one video. So we're running through it. I'm not gonna go over too many upgrades and accessories I put on them. I've done that in multiple videos before. Just check it out, enjoy. It's a little early when I did this, so make sure you got your little drink with you. Let's get it. First up, we got my Smith & Wesson MMP 40, two-toned. She's a good shooter, got a lot of kick, but overall, she runs reliably, no issues. We got the FN 510 Elite. This has the wings up top on the rear sight, and I fell in love with that look. And that's why I got this pistol. I could have got the SIG 10, but I had to go with this. Has that nice FDE color, almost like a burnt bronze, slightly up top, but overall, she's a nice runner. Have a good amount of kick to her, but she runs smooth. We have the GP 100 by Ruger. Nice whole grips, really overbuilt and very robust revolver. This is chambered in 357 Magnum and 38 Special. So you can shoot as much 357 high power rounds out of this as you want. It's not gonna have any effect on its reliability and durability. All right, we here with the Beretta M92. This is the 22. So this is chambered in 22 long rifle. It shoots the CCI mini mag perfectly. That's the round I'll shoot out of this. I would not go with anything other than the CCI mini mag through this pistol. And other than that, she runs reliably, smooth, with no problems. All right, we here with the Smith & Wesson SD9 VE. And this right here was a cheaper budget gun I bought. I did upgrade it with a bunch of Apex stuff, spring kits, trigger, the base pad extension. I put metal MMP sights up top just to bring it in the game with the more modern pistols and the ones that have decent accessories on it. So overall, this is not really a SD9 VE, it's more just like a regular SD9 upgraded. So anyways, she shoots smooth. I do have a little bit of bias towards the MMP line over this line. Obviously, the MMP line is going to be a better line because of the money and quality that they put into the pistol compared to this. It still is a very quality pistol, don't get me wrong, but MMP is their top line, so that's going to be a little different. Next up, we have the PSA Rock, chambered in 5.7 by 28. And this 5.7 pistol is a beauty. This thing runs nice, it looks good, super flat shooting. I know after PSA came out with this, and a bunch of other companies start throwing the 5.7 round into these pistols and making them. And the only one I can say that beats this is the Smith & Wesson. But I like the look of this, and it shoots just as good as the Smith & Wesson does. Just the Smith & Wesson has a different barrel system that makes it shoot a little bit flatter than this one, because I've shot it myself, and it does shoot a little bit better than this, but this is the best 5.7 that you get for the money. All right here we have the Springfield XDM Elite OSP, and she's a beauty. She shoots smooth, very accurate. Have a couple upgrades on her, nothing too much, just the light and the optic, and everything else came how it is. The nice trigger, it has an amazing trigger. It came with 5 of these magazines plus one 30-round magazine. So only thing that I would change about this, which the Echelon did, was that right there. And I have looked into the Echelon comp. We don't know, but I might be picking that up one day. But anyways, here she is. Let's move on. We're moving on to the Taurus PT 1911 AR. This one here is a real smooth shooter, shooting out that 45 ACP. No issues, no problems. She looks good. I do like that accessory rail. That's what the AR part is meant for. And just overall, the redwood grips sets off that metal, that flat steel look, and there's no issues with her. She shoots smooth, she runs reliable. All right, we're moving on to the CZ P10F in 45. So when I got this, it did not have a slide cut for an optic, so I did have to use a mounting plate, throw it up top, but overall she still looks good. This does shoot the 45 ACP round. It's a very smooth shooter for the 45 ACP round. It shoots so smooth, it's almost like you're shooting a 9mm, honestly. I'm not trying to glaze CZ at all. They make a pretty dang good firearm, and this is the proof. Anyways, moving on. Here we go with my full-size dagger, and what can I say? It's a Glock clone, it does good. There is no problems with this. I had no malfunctions, no issues. I know when the dagger first came out, they of course had to work out their growing pains, but with every dagger that I have, it runs smooth. I have no problems, no issues, and it's a good shooter. This is chambered in 9mm, which all the daggers are. They put a couple accessories on here, as you can see, and this is just to play around at the range with. This is nothing practical, so all my keyboard warriors, take it easy. This is the Glock 45, all done up the way I like her, which is also called the Glockado. And you know, I couldn't have a Glock if I have so many Glock clones, so here we go. This is the Glock herself. This is my baby right here, let me say that. Of course, I put a lot of effort and money into her just so she could look and be exactly what I wanted. I'll have all the upgrades and accessories I put on her in other videos, so if you want to check that out, check that out. But anyways, the Glockado, let's keep it moving. All right, before we step into this one, boy, that mushroom coffee hit. Anyways, we have the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 5-inch in FDE. And this is my favorite gun. The Glockado is my baby, but this is my favorite gun. This is my go-to-war II gun. Like, if anything goes down, I can shoot perfectly with these sights. This thing shoots flat. I mean, overall, she just get it done. There is nothing that this pistol is lacking whatsoever. It don't need a red dot. It does not need a pour. It don't need a better trigger out the box. How it comes is perfect. I do have this one here, but I have a real magazine. This is just my range magazine. And a little Streamlight TRL H1. This is perfection in a pistol right here. I know Glock says Glock perfection, which I can't say it's not, but this is my most perfect pistol right here. This right here is a Trainami Franken build. So this is a bunch of different pistols put together. I'm gonna talk over this one a little bit. So we have the Patmos Revelation slide up top. Then we have a Swenson threaded barrel that connects to Trike Industries micro quad comp. And then you go back to not a switch, but a rack assist. And then we have the Gritter TRO clone up top. That's a very big window, a massive window, so it works well. And I've dropped it a couple times, as you can tell, and no breakage of the glass whatsoever. I do have upgraded sights on here, some nice fiber optic sights. And then I have your Geisler 1917 grip or frame, and then a Men's 2 +1 magazine. So instead of having 17, it has 18 rounds. Then I have your Elf Go weapon light up front, which works perfectly. And overall, she runs smooth, she runs accurate. I do need to only shoot 124 grain. I shoot 115, but then I might have a malfunction every like 3 magazines. But with the 124 grain, and it's the comp really, when you're shooting with this, 124 grain shoots flawlessly. So, all right, we're getting into my carry rotations now. And this right here is the Glock 43 OG, all done up. This is really a safe queen now, so I'm not going out and keeping this as EDC or nothing like that. I'm not running this on my hip or nothing. But she's still in the game, especially with these ghost sights I put on her, these ring ghost sights, and the comp, which makes it shoot a lot flatter. I'm gonna go ahead just to get it. I'm gonna mess around and get the lever or the thumb rest that you could get online. I'm gonna get one of those put into her so she shoots a lot flatter, so she's funner to shoot at the range. This is a 10-round magazine. This would usually come with a 6-round magazine, and that's it. You can get aftermarket stuff, but this is the 6-round magazine with just the base plate extender for 4, which gives it 10, which is 11 with one in the head. All right, we're here with the Smith & Wesson M&P OG. This is the original micro pistol. And everybody came in afterwards and started throwing their version of this pistol. Of course, they came with better magazine capacity and comps and slide cuts for optics and all sorts of goodies. But this is the OG, and you gotta respect it. I did do a little burnt bronze Cerakote up top and a couple of accessories on here and upgrades. This gets the magazine up to 9 rounds now instead of 7. But it's hard to get rid of this one. I do want to get the 2.0 or the Plus that has a lot more magazine capacity, but this one just does it anyway, so there's no issue with this one. She shoots smooth, very accurate, and I like her. Here's another dagger on the table. This is the PSA Dagger Micro C1, which I call the Hungry C1, because this thing eats whatever I throw through it. It has no prejudice when it comes to ammo. It just runs it. It shoots it flat. It does have that nice comp up front, so it just shoots that round, any round you put through, especially 124 grain, because it's more gas coming out of the barrel, so it shoots, the gas is up higher, keeping that muzzle down. And then of course I got a bunch of upgrades on here. I have the magwell from GG's, which is Gorilla Grips magwell. I have the XS Arms +2 base pad extension. This is the Overwatch trigger inside with the kit. And then I also have your antimatter micro wing on the side, which helps hold your recoil down. Then of course, I have your Hollow Sun up top, and she shoots smooth, no issues, no problems. There's nothing I would change about this pistol since I got the pistol that's supposed to be the upgraded version of this. This is the bigger version, you could say, of the pistol that I have there. And you're gonna see that in 1 second. And all right, here's the upgraded version of the Hungry C1. What makes it upgraded is just that it's a smaller package and it has a better optic up top, which is the EPS carry. And this one does come with ports up top. I know from the side it's like a basic plain old gun, nothing special. But then once you see the ports, and then of course, everything that's helping with recoil, the grips from Hogue, that helps you with the grip. This magwell from Gorilla Grips hugs that pinky up into that grip itself from Hogue's. And then you have a nice undercut. And then you also have the antimatter micro wing and then the ports doing their job. Hands down, one of the best micro pistols to date that I've shot. And I've shot the X Macro, I've shot the Spectre Comp, I even shot the Smith & Wesson Carry Comp. This shoots better. This shoots better. It's not something you can just buy straight out, and I know that's what a lot of people want to do, just get a pistol and buy it straight out. Some of us, we like to build our own guns and set them up the way we like them and just test out different theories, and that's what I did here. This thing shoots the lights out. This is the best shooting experience I've had of a micro pistol, except, which I do need to throw praise on some of the pistols out there that can shoot better than this, but that I've shot. I know the Staccato probably puts this under the water, but this is the polymer Staccato, in my opinion. And if y'all ever shot this, if you ever get the chance to shoot something like this, y'all will be saying the same exact thing. Yeah, that thing's sweet, and it is. All right, we're moving on to my bedside gun, and this is the PSA Dagger Compact. We've seen a full size, we've seen a micro carry one, or the micro comp one, or C1, and now we have compact. And this sharp gray color is beautiful. That's one thing I do like about this pistol, is the color. It does shoot reliably. I had no issues with it, no problems. Nothing round-wise where it jams up or malfunctions. So I do trust this with my life. That's why it's my bedside gun. And overall, she's a win. All right, are we ready for the rifles? Let's get into it. All right here, we have the FPC by Smith & Wesson. She's a beauty. She does what she's supposed to do. She folds, comes out, and then you can put your rounds wherever you need them. It does have the stock with the magazines in the back for more capacity as you're on the go. I went over this rifle many times, so if you want to know more about it, go check out my videos. We have a hybrid, and this right here is the PSA KS47. This thing is kitted out. A lot of people ask me why I have this one here, because I want to. You know what I mean? Anyways, moving on. It has the SIG Romeo 7 up top. Nice stock to it that I like. Decent pistol grip. A nice trigger, a very nice trigger. And it shoots quite amazing. And it is chambered in 7.62 x 39, which is the AK round, so it has that power behind it. And AR platform. So let's move on. All right, we're moving on to my AR-15, and this right here is a Smith & Wesson AR-15, and this is the Shorty AR. She runs perfectly. She runs smooth. She's exactly the way I would want my 7.5-inch rifle looking. And I did have that FDE in black setup, and I think I did it pretty well. But anyways, there ain't much to say about the AR-15. It runs, it does what it's supposed to do, and we're moving on. We're getting into a 9mm carbine. This right here is gonna be the XTAR EP9. So the XTAR EP9 is a weird but special build, and it's mostly polymer. Like as an AR, they would have aluminum all around it and stuff like that. The only thing that's pretty much metal in this is the internals. Everything else is all polymer, and don't let the polymer fool you. This thing will take a torture test. Like I've seen this thing get ran over, dragged behind a car, dropped from super high heights and survive and still able to shoot. Some rifles don't even do that. So don't sleep on the XTAR EP9. It's a real good runner. It's durable. I know you think, oh, polymer's not durable, but this one is. Anyways, we're moving on. It does shoot smooth, it shoots accurate, and I've had no malfunctions with this. Moving on to the big boy. This is chambered in 308. This is my Steven Savage Apex 110 Elite. This does have a nice colored barrel or bolt that I've been trying to show off. You see that nice, I think checkered, or I don't even know what that is, but it's nice looking. Anyways, this is chambered in 308. It does shoot very good. It has a massive amount of kick just because all the energy is transferred right into your shoulder. But it is what it is. It's a bolt action. It does shoot smooth, no issues, no problems. I haven't had any hiccups with this. I do have that Emperor Penguin grip on here. You're able to rest your thumb here and then pull your trigger, so there's no type of movement in your hand when you're ready to, hit your target. And I have took this down to the 200-yard range and even the 400-yard range. I was able to hit. I want to take this to the 600-yard range to see how good it does. But I don't think I'm gonna do as good with this. This might be able to hit 1,000 yards in the right hands, but I don't think my hands are the right hands for this one. I got this because I did want a bolt action. I did want a 308, and this is the Steven Savage paired up with the Oryx chassis and OD green. They have different colors, so go check them out if you're looking for an upgrade for your Steven Savage 110 Apex Hunter. They have all different types of chassis for different rifles, so you can just take your old, let's say, wooden or synthetic stock and throw it into an aluminum stock with a nice clean look to it. All right, last but not least, we have the Steven Savage Security 12 gauge 320, and this thing is accurate. If you check out my latest video with the two shotguns I shot, Steven Savage and the Mossberg Shockwave. Steven Savage is one of the most accurate shotguns I've ever shot. And yes, I do have shells at the back and at the front. I started off at the front. A lot of people yapped on me about it. Why do you have shells at the front? You're supposed to have shells at the back. So I did that. I bought the shell holder, and then guess what? The way this is shaped, it just slides forward. So I had to take the buttstock off. You just screw out these two screws, take that off, put the shell holder on, and then you work it back a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch, and then let it hang inside. And then put this buttstock or this rubber pad back on, screw it on, and then it'll hold the material of the shell holder from moving forward. So that's a little tip if you like that. Like, share, subscribe, let me know. And the shells up front, staying up front. I can take them off, but I don't want to. Maybe it's the way it looks. I do like how it look. But anyways, this is your boy Trey Nami. This is my full collection of pistols and rifles. Anyways, till next time, peace.